On May 2nd, a hostel owner in Sikar received a WhatsApp message from a friend. Attached was a file containing 300 multiple-choice questions. He assumed these were just practice questions, a guess paper to help the students in his PG hostel prepare for their upcoming exam. He printed the file and handed out copies that same morning. When a teacher compared that file to the actual exam the next day, the results were impossible to ignore. Out of 180 total questions on the test, 135 matched the WhatsApp document exactly. Same wording, same sequence, same punctuation. This is the NEET exam, the gatekeeper for every medical seat in India. This year, 2.2 million students competed for a fraction of that number in positions. For most families, this represents years of financial and emotional investment. They are working toward the moment their children become the doctors who will one day hold lives in their hands. But the security around this high-stakes exam have failed long before the first student walked into the hall. The trail of that failure leads back through a network that had been moving the paper for weeks. Investigators tracked the leak to an authorized printing press in Nashik, Maharashtra. The breach was surgical. Instead of using mobile phones, which are easier to track through metadata, the thieves used high-definition portable scanners to digitize the paper. To move the files, they set up a shadow server on the outskirts of the city. This allowed them to transfer the data while staying off the testing agency's monitored networks. The paper was first sold to a medical student for 1 lakh rupees. By the time it reached buyers in Gurgaon, the price had climbed to 15 lakhs. In Gurgaon, the syndicate mixed the stolen questions into a larger 410-question document. By diluting the real test within a pile of fake questions, they ensured the leak looked like a standard practice paper. This sequence, the scanners, the custom servers, and the data dilution, was a methodical process designed to strip the paper of its origins and keep the distribution quiet. The paper reached Rajasthan a week before the exam. 2 brothers, Mangi Lal and Dinesh Biwal, purchased it for 30 lakh rupees. They sold it to local agents, who then distributed the file to students as far away as Kerala. At every stop in the chain, the price for the stolen data increased. When the Sikar hostel owner tried to report the match to his local police station, he was dismissed and told to stop spreading rumors. The complaint eventually reached the testing agency, which finally triggered an investigation by the state's Special Operations Group. When investigators checked the WhatsApp metadata, the file carried a "forwarded many times" tag. They realized the paper hadn't leaked days before the exam. It had been moving through various networks for a full month. While the testing agencies remained silent, an illicit market for the paper had been operating successfully for weeks, undetected by any official monitoring. Despite the evidence, the head of the testing agency argued that a 135-question match didn't constitute a full leak. He described it simply as a circulating PDF containing some questions that happened to appear on the test. The people accused of distributing the paper have significant local ties. Dinesh Biwal, for example, is a member of the ruling party's youth wing and has been photographed with the state's education minister. Records show that last year, 4 children from the Biwal family cleared the NEET exam. This year, the 2 fathers of that same family were the ones purchasing the leaked paper a week before the test. The government eventually canceled the exam, forcing 2.2 million students to retake the test. While the students pay the price for the failure, the agency responsible has avoided any major structural reform. For the students who played by the rules, this means more months of preparation, more coaching fees, and more of the mental strain that comes with an uncertain future. It is a reminder that the current system is fragile, but it is also a reason to remember that your worth isn't defined by a single test, especially one that can be compromised so easily. There are paths to success that don't rely on this bottleneck. I've put together a guide to 100 alternative careers to help you explore options outside this system and find a path that belongs to you.